Hey Sagittarius, happy Valentine's. And this Valentine's, you're being brought out on a special date by the cosmos. So get your best tux and gown on because you have a private viewing in the celestial cinema of your old home movie. Yeah, so grab your popcorn. This is a viewing for one where you get to see everything from a totally different and maybe even enjoyable perspective on what's been going on in the past for you in order for you to see it clearly and then move on. So why is all of this happening, my love? Well, let's get to it. We're going to do as we always do. We'll shuffle the cards and we're going to wait on all the right ones to come out for you, my love. And in the meantime, we're going to talk about these energies as the cards come out. Yeah, the first cards. So you have your popcorn, you have your soda, you're sitting down, you've been invited on that special date. And what is the cosmos going to play for you with Mercury retrograding in the 4th house? He's going to play back a lot of your childhood. He's going to play back a lot of conversations you had with family, with people from your past, people from your hometown. It is that home movie being, it's dug out and it's going to be for full viewing. And in watching this celestial review of your life in some way and your emotions and how you emotionally relate to your past, you're going to get a lot of healing. Why? Because with the full moon in the 9th house, you're in the audience, you're in the theater, you're watching from afar. So there's a distance between what has happened in the past and where you are now. And because of that distance, you're able to see it as it really is, not as it has emotionally triggered you. And because you're able to see it for how it really is, like I said, the healing comes and you move on. It's a very psychic month, a very emotional month, and as I said, a very healing and nourishing month. And you're saying, what, nourishing from a bag of popcorn and some soda? Yeah, well, look, forget about the movie treats, but you are going to be nourished by this. And in general, you're going to feel that all throughout the month. This thing of being very surrounded and wrapped around with love and protection and support of the cosmos, of your ancestors, of the ones who've already gone into spirit, the ones that we don't talk to enough. You know, they're the ones that are going to be sitting with you in the theater, maybe explaining certain things to you. I just feel that there are explanations coming, Sagittarius, about why things have been certain ways with family, with your past, with your childhood, certain home issues that are coming up too, or even business issues. It's like, let's have this review from a distance so we can understand how to handle that. And maybe, as I said, how to heal from that. So things coming up from the past, but being very emotionally supported as you step through them. Yeah, they're not so hard work on you anymore. I get the sense, Sagittarius, it's been very emotionally tense for you, very emotionally raw. And you're going on with your life, you're doing great things, you're really pushing ahead and you're handling yourself so well. But there has always been that undercurrent of, where is my foundation? Where is the love? Where is my support? Who feeds me? Who wraps their arm around me? Now, I'm sure you've got lots of lovely people in your life to do that, but this is more of an energetic feeling, Sagittarius. It's like there can be 20 people throwing themselves around you saying, we love you, we love you, we love you. But somewhere on the inside, it's like, but yet I seem to be waiting for somebody to tell me that they've always loved me, somebody to have a conversation with that's healing and forgiving, somebody that maybe I finally need to release. And when you do that this month, when that release happens, when that, it's like breathing out and saying, now I feel grounded and secure and happy and safe inside. Then you're ready for your new beginning, new moon in the 4th house, a new fresh start, because you've seen the home movie, you've seen it play back, and you're ready to start over from a different point of view. So it's very, very nice. Now, on a very literal level, there could be a lot of activity going on with your home or any properties that you have, family properties, family businesses, family business in general. There's a lot to be figured out, worked on still, but you're going to be assisted. Your friends are going to be such a big help for you this month. They're going to be bringing you a lot of love, a lot of love, that's for sure. And maybe even for some of you, your co-workers, people that you like from work. It could be friends or co-workers that you're inviting home, to watch a movie or to have a dinner or a lunch or something. These people, the ones that you get on with, your friends, your colleagues, they're people that might give you a good bit of support and assistance this month. Now, again, we'll go on to some other details. Money might need to be spent on something again to do with your home or family, and you'll have to work out a lot of details on how to make that work out just right. So, for example, you could be spending money on repairing something within your home or on a property or something. You could be buying new equipment for your home, very likely equipment to do with your health or equipment that you really, really need. Maybe you work from home and you need new equipment. Now, before you go spending any big money, I just want to say this to you, my love. Ask your friends and family first, particularly family, before you buy something that you need. Do they have it? Because, you might be interested, starting a detox program or something this month and wanting to get a juicer. And you're saying, shit, these things are more expensive than I thought they were. Did you ever see the price of these things? You think they're going to be kind of cheap, and you look at them and you say, who is pricing these things? What's that all about? Anyway, the point is, before you buy them, talk to a family member or a friend, because they might have something in their attic or their garage. So I'm just saying this because it's like, if you're a bit more practical and ask around, you might actually find that you're saving money, because somebody says, I've got one of those things that you need just sitting there and I don't know how to get rid of it. Take it off my hands, for God's sake, it's yours, So that's the kind of thing that could be happening. Before you spend the coin, ask particularly family and friends if they have it. Now, some of you could be taking or asking somebody to come into your home to do some repair work. So you need to be spending money on tradespeople. Again, before you do that, get all your pieces together and say, well, who are you? Have you got some work that I've seen before? Make sure you're not hiring a cowboy. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but have a little bit of due diligence here. Just examine their work. Say, can I come and see something you've done before? Can I examine your work? Do you have all your documents and accreditation and insurances before you come into my beautiful home? So again, it's all very examining situations before you spend money on it. Let me take a closer look at this before I throw my hard-earned bloody cash on it, So Venus is helping you do that. Now, there is a lot of love with Venus there in the 4th house, and the Sun is there for a while too. A lot of love, a lot of support, and a lot of feeling, and it's all centered around your home and your family. So that's why I'm saying, bring people into your home, people that you love, your good friends. Make dinners, make lunches, hang out, do whatever you have to do, because you're getting such a great supply of love in very, very private places, and your home is probably your most private area. But it's really nice. Now, I touched upon this earlier. Certainly, it's a lot of psychic energy coming to you this month. You will feel, particularly maybe in your dreams or in your sleep or when you're relaxing, feeling great love and warmth coming from ancestors and spirit. So allow them to kind of keep bringing the love to you. It's very, very nice. Some of you going back and digging up something from the past, maybe very interested in your ancestry, or aligning yourself with somebody from the past, saying, my great grandmother or grandfather used to do this, and if they can do it, then so can I. They were very, very strong. So there could be a great inspiration coming there from people from your past. People from the past making reappearances too. That could be something that's happening. But there's a feeling here of, let's dig it all up. Let's go there. Let's talk about this. Let's open up these emotions. Let's feel that it's okay and safe to really express this and talk about it. Because once I open this all up, I want it to be gone. I want it to be dealt with. I want it to be over, and I want to start again. So you're being very brave, my love, because there are very strong, maybe even triggering emotions coming up this month. And you're saying, I should be able to treat all of this with a greater sense of love, healing, and forgiveness, so we can all move on. So we can all move on. Yeah, that's very nice. I like that. Now, for a great many of you, I see there is a lot of activity in your home, but working on the home, cleaning the home, spring cleaning the home, starting over maybe in a new home. That's for some of you, starting over a new family dynamic, a new way to handle the whole family or home business. That it's all starting fresh, and you're really going to love it. Now, Venus then moves into Aries on what date? On February 7th, and she's all about having fun, having pleasure, having romance, having love. So again, I said this earlier to you, your good family and your good friends, and as I said, even maybe your good colleagues from work. There's a lot of fun things going on this month between you. Maybe some sporty things, or some game things, or some competitive, like friendly competitive thing happening. But there's just a lot of good energy. So your friends and your good family are just really, really supporting you. I love that. I love that. Now, I'm tuning into the energy here, and sometimes I wait for images or things to come in, and there's an image that's just sitting right here, and it won't come in. It's just hovering, and for me it's strong spirit energy, but it's been very, it's just sitting back, it's waiting. And maybe that's what's happening here too, my love. I feel for some of you there's been a strong, like somebody maybe in spirit waiting for you to speak to them, waiting for you to forgive them, waiting for you to talk to them. They're there, they're very patient, and they're very good, nice, loving energy. But it's almost like, like waiting at a bus stop. They're just sitting there waiting and saying, is this the month that Sagittarius speaks to me? So somebody, okay, I felt that. Somebody really wants to talk to you. And you're saying, but what do they want to say? How do they talk to me? It's not words. I just feel they want to be around you. They want to feel like the connection isn't lost. They're very, very nice, very gentle energy. It's like they're very unobtrusive. They're just patiently waiting for you to talk to them, and to invite them. And it's like they've got very, very good manners. That's all I feel. Maybe they're just doing that with me. They're saying, well, I don't want to interrupt. It does feel a bit like that. I'm sorry, you carry on with the video there. I'll just sit here. But they want to be around you. So if there is somebody that you feel strong spirit energy, that talk to them. Talk to them. They're just there waiting, very politely, I must say, waiting for you to love them, I know that sounds very simple, but it's just to love them. And they have so much love for you. And there's a feeling now, sorry, Sagittarius, I know I'm going down this route here, but there's a feeling like they need you to talk to them, because it's like they're not going to make you uncomfortable or weirded out. What's the feeling I'm getting here from them? It's, will you talk to me? So is there some level of forgiveness needed here? Is there some level of maybe for one reason or another you couldn't talk to them before they went into the next part of their journey? And they seem to be quite like, will you speak to me now? Will you, yeah. Will you, I couldn't speak to you before, but I can speak to you now. But will you speak to me now? So that's very nice. And again, like I said, they're being so patient. They feel like they disappointed you or let you down because they couldn't speak to you before they passed. They couldn't talk to you. I don't know why. But they feel, it's almost like they have a very old code. They feel their Sagittarius will never accept that I couldn't speak to them before I passed. And I feel very embarrassed. It's like they feel very embarrassed that they couldn't speak to you. And they're just waiting there saying, you know, I'm here to talk. Can I speak to you? So again, I'm sorry, I've gone down that route now, but that's going to mean something to somebody there. It's just that somebody is waiting very, very patiently and with a sense of, I'm so embarrassed and I really wish I could have spoken to you, but I couldn't. But will you speak to me now? And then the camera stopped working. So we'll kind of stop that there now and move on. It just, sometimes that happens when there's strong energy in the room. It'll affect the electrics and things, but it's also probably, I think we probably said enough about that. So we'll just get 3 more cards, my love, and we'll keep going. Yeah. So for some of you, that was quite a strong message. And even in general, this is one of those months where Spirit it just wants to be there to support you and be around you. So let it happen, you know, and feel the love that's coming from there. Very strong. One last card now, my love, and then we're ready. Okay, so we take this last one. Yeah, the Queen of Cups. Very nice. Nice energy. I like sitting in this energy with you, because apart from all the love that's coming in and apart from all the calmness, I don't know if you sense it, there's a calmness here, but aside from that, there's also a moment of you, it's like you see it, you get it, you understand it, it's like you're ready to just start over now, because it's not so triggering or not so heavy anymore for you. Okay? All right. So, my love, with this calm vibe, let's go over to your big grand, ta-da, your overview. So last month we had the big lunar eclipse in Cancer, and this is a moon in Cancer card. And we go into the month with you having that, you know, feeling like I have so many good things going on in my life. Great friends, maybe work is going well. Maybe there are a few changes with Uranus in your 6th house with work, but you're okay. There are some things going on with home and family, but it's okay. It can be managed It can be handled. But what seems to be something that you need to handle more now is that inner peace, that inner calm, that feeling of, I can't enjoy the good things that are going on for me at the moment because of some home or family thing, because of some feeling like I need to transform in some way, transform these heavier feelings, and then I can start enjoying my world again. And that's exactly what you're going to be doing. Having a time like him, sitting under the tree, and like Newton, at one point the apple will just fall on your head and you'll say, I get it. I get it. I don't have to sit now in a kind of slump emotionally. It's like eureka moment. I can move on slowly, steadily, with a great level of passion, but moving nonetheless. I can start moving on from some of these more complex or difficult emotions that have been swirling round inside me. There's a great steadiness coming for you when you sit with these emotions and allow Spirit to give you all that love. There's a steadiness coming, a security, a groundedness that kind of feels like a new way to move forward. It's very, very nice. You're moving forward with a great level of strength and power. So there is some great transformation or shift of the heart. And you're able, as I said, with confidence, but a sense of strength to move on in a more solid way. There's something very practical happening here too. There could be a moment this month, Sagittarius, where you're saying, the more practical I am, then the more I'm able to handle some of these more, challenging or triggering emotions. I can handle everything in a practical way, and it'll help me begin to move forward in a meaningful way. So that's very nice. Now, there is something going on here where you're finally being released from being like stuck in a decision. I can't make up my mind. Every time I go to make a decision on some situation, maybe family, home, business, anything like that, or anything, every time I try to make a decision, each decision seems to be the wrong one. What I seem to want here is to be able to see things from a greater perspective, as a, step away from the problem a little bit and kind of be on my own for a while so I can understand what's going on. So there has been a great level of indecision. It's like every time I choose something, it's just going from the frying pan into the fire. How do I get out of this? And again, for me, it's all about being very organized, practical, and grounded. It's almost like an indecision or an emotional problem or being triggered gets stopped because you're not allowing these vague things trigger you anymore. Emotions, it's like start making decisions based on something very practical. Very practical, and that's really going to benefit you. I just keep hearing this. The problem has been that a lot of the decisions you've been trying to make were based on unsettled emotions. Maybe feeling fear, regret, doubt, upset, whatever it is, and then trying to decide something big, but not coming from a very settled place. And that's probably why many of you couldn't make good decisions right now, because you were too emotionally invested. I can't change my job now because of some emotional reason, because I've given so many years to it, or this is all I know how to do, or what would I do? There's always an emotional, like a frustration attached to it. I can't get into a new relationship. I can't fix this relationship. I can't fix this financial situation or this home situation or repair this or spend money on that, because it's all, you get what I'm saying? It's all being triggered by emotion. So the answer seems to be here, and it's something that will help you this month. Remove the emotions from it before you make any decision, and just look at what's going on. Say, for example, I need to change my job, but there are so many reasons why I can't do it. Pen and paper time, just write it down. Where am I? My job, is it something I can fix? What are the practical ways I can fix this? I always say this to people: if you find that exercise too difficult to do, imagine your best friend approached you with your problem and asked you, please, Sagittarius, you're so wise, you know all this stuff. Can you put a practical plan or a strategy together for me? Strategy, Mars in the first house. Can you put the big kind of war room blueprint on this and figure out how this can be won? So imagine it's your, as I said, your best friend has asked you and come with all of your problems and said, put a strategy on that and help me. And that's how you do that, because you are your best friend. And treat yourself like that this month. If you have a big problem that seems overwhelming, Mars in the first house and then moving into the second house this month, get your strategy together, and a very practical strategy, and work from that. Even if it's very different than what you thought it would be, work from it, you know? And then you'll get your freedom, your liberation from your problem, okay? See, it's all very practical for you. Everything is like, all of this can be fixed. All of that overwhelm can be fixed by a level of practicality and strategy. Now, mid-month, yeah, you're feeling a whole lot better. This is you taking some great big leap of faith. Because now we see the Fool card. We think that's about being a fool. This is the wisest card in tarot. The one who's no baggage. He's got no little or nothing. He's just taking the bare essentials and he's saying, this is what the world has asked me to do. It's asked me to create a world, not to carry a world on my shoulders. So I'm going to go and do that. I'm going to take greater big leaps of faith into something that I want to do. And this helps me get out of the emotional pain, hardship, and it helps me to transform something deeply. I really get the feeling for a lot of you, this could be a month where you're dealing with how to handle a loss, how to handle maybe even a rejection, how to handle a feeling in your life where you're a little bit lost. Some of you could even be grieving. But what's happening here as you're dealing with all of this, mid-month, you're getting, because the full moon in the 9th house from a fellow fire sign, Leo, you're getting the confidence and the positivity and the happiness back in order to bring a little bit of balance again. It's almost like you're being asked to take a really great big leap of faith into doing something very different with your life that is almost like evidence or proof to you that you're no longer bound and trapped and tied to the pain of the past. And you're going to do it. You're going to do it. And the sun is at your back saying, encouraging you, go on, you know, full moon in Leo, who's ruled by the sun, go on. This is your emotional release. This is how you get through it. As I said to you, your world is supposed to be a blessing, not something that you carry on your back. So that's what's going to be transformed for you. Now, just to change it up, I feel there's somebody who's really helping you with some work situation. It could be somebody who has Sun, Moon, or Ascendant in Earth, that's Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. They could be there encouraging you, giving you real practical support, friends, co-workers. I keep feeling that co-workers are very key for you this month. Yeah, people speaking words of encouragement to you. There's a lot of people, I feel a lot of energy of people coming to you and speaking to you, motivating you, giving you wise words, words of encouragement that seem to make your load a whole lot lighter. Even though you may still have to deal with certain things as we go through the month, it's like it's not a problem. It's not all heavy on my back. It's something that I'm willing to fix and carry and move forward with. So you do have the support of somebody. If stress and anxiety has been a big thing for you, maybe it's time to start considering getting some advice about healing that and getting a bit of help with that, particularly if the work situation or family situation has been excessively difficult. You've got people and you've got allies all around you, but what you seem to need to do is, like when Spirit was there saying, will Sagittarius speak to me? It's like, will you open up to them? That seems to be another big thing that's happening. A kind of a moment where you finally allow yourself to open up to healing, to love, to letting other people into your life, to letting other people be part of what you're moving forward with in your life. There's no need to do everything alone. There really is no need. Now that seems to be very strong. The people here and the people in Spirit, it's all that feeling of, what made you feel like you had to do all of this on your own? There's no need for that. You need your people around you, your good tribe, your good friends, and your ancestors. Now we're coming towards the end of the month. Look at you getting all smarter, wiser. The new moon, this is new moon, it's also a Pisces card, in this fourth house of family. Changing things up. Now for some of you there could be, yes, a lot of healing that's needed, but a lot of fun that's needed. Healing through fun, healing through laughter, healing through, just saying, let's just start over, take a leap of faith and let's make things a bit lighter, fun, more humorous. Let's bring a sense of humor into all of this. It doesn't have to be so heavy. For some of you, there could be a family member at the end of the month where you're just standing back and having a whole lot more wisdom on the situation. It's like you're seeing somebody, warts and all, and still accepting that you can handle whatever they're bringing to you. It's almost like there's a realization that somebody is difficult in your life or has made something difficult in your life. Maybe it's a female, or sun, moon, or ascendant in fire, that's Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. And there's a moment where you're looking and you're saying, but it doesn't trigger me anymore. I'm a lot wiser about all of this stuff now. I don't have to be so emotionally triggered by that anymore. Yeah, but again, the Cancerian Queen, it all seemed to kick off last month. And this thing about needing more peace, quiet, security, rest when it comes to family issues or home issues, maybe even business issues, there is a great need for you to experience the month in the way that we've talked about, being more open, being more let it flow, talk about it, get people in to help you. Because when you get this emotional grounding, you'll be able to fix all of the things that have been turned upside down for you, my love. And for me, I get the sense that it's the love that helps bring your world back. This is a card often of psychological behaviors, programming patterns. In this month of respect and love for your feelings, you're having that moment where you can sit back and say, I know now how to proceed. I'm breaking the triggering patterns, but not out of a sense of anger, but more because I've sat back in the celestial cinema and I've seen the whole movie and the bigger picture. And because of that, I'm able to make more practical and grounded decisions, and it's not going to bother me anymore. I'm staying calm. And this calmness is helping me. And it's helping me to heal, relax, rest, recover, and to be filled with a sense of confidence in here again, you know. It's very nice, my love. Very, very nice energy. I'm going to leave it at that. It has been very, very calm. Even the room in here is very quiet now. I'm going to leave it at that. Now, my love, you know these are just the general energies for the month ahead. You know where to come by now for the details. You come to the Vimeo reading, the deep read. Down there in the description box, there's a link. If you click into it, come on over to Vimeo and we'll open everything up. We'll talk about your relationships, the singles. Is there love this month? Apart from all the spiritual and cosmic love coming your way for Valentine's. We're going to talk about your money, your career, family, home, and friends, and everything else that we don't talk about here, my love. We're going to open that right out in the deep read. So come on over. I'll see you over there, my love. And if we are going to leave it at that, have a wonderful, very healing and loving month. And as always, I will leave you with all my love and a great, great, great big kiss from me to you. Mwah. Until next month, my gorgeous. Bye.